Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
It's your main man 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California's sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
This is Herflow from Hot 702.5 FM. Las Vegas, looking for a winner-takes-all way to burn off that extra energy? Welcome to Bouncy World, the ultimate climate-controlled indoor playground. We're stacking the deck with specials all week long. Cool off with Frosty Tuesdays featuring ice-cold treats for the kids, then join us for free popcorn Thursdays, because nothing beats a salty snack after a giant bounce. And at Bouncy World, we believe every child deserves their moment to soar. Join us every Sunday from 9 to 11 a.m. for Sensory Sundays. We dim the lights and turn off the music to create a calm, inclusive space designed specifically for our neurodiverse community. At Bouncy World, we fly high. From high-flying fun to inclusive play, we've got it all. Visit us at bouncyworldlv.com to book your party or check our open play hours. Bouncy World, jump into the fun today.
Hi. Hey. What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled. This is Mila J. Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
What up? We in the building. Still funny with no music.
I can't hear. Okay, it's okay. What's up, everybody?
It's quiet it's quiet like a house with no kids. Hey, fuck them kids, y'all.
The kids should be in school right now. It's 3 o'clock. Are they out?
It depends.
Some of them out. Didn't they change that rule that they ain't got to go until like 10 o'clock now?
Next year.
They ain't got to go to 10 o'clock.
8. No earlier.
Ain't they like number 50?
Who? Kids?
Nevada.
Yeah, but it ain't. It's what do you think it is? The teachers or it's the kids?
They going at 10 o'clock in the morning and getting out at 2.
I think it's kids, the parents. I think it's the parents. And they don't pay the teachers enough. Teachers got to fight. They got to supply their own supplies in school. That's not right. After we send $100 billion to,
what's up with that? Why we got to bring our own pencils and paper and all that stuff?
Because we send $100 billion plus to Israel. That's why all our tax money goes somewhere else, and we don't get to vote for that. And that's probably the most important vote. I'm gonna tell y'all one more time. There's 3 things I'm gonna tell y'all. First of all, the government don't make money. So when they say the government paid, that means it's our money, y'all.
Stop.
They don't sell shirts or bean pies or prostitution. They take the money from the citizens and pay Israel with it. That's what happens. So stop saying the government make money. They don't. Number 2, the only government that dropped a nuclear bomb is the American government. So when they try to tell you every other place got weapons of mass destruction, they lying. They projecting they got them. Number 3, the only government that enslaved black American people is the U.S. government. So when they try to tell you Saddam Hussein, the Middle East, trying to take our freedom, they ain't never done that before. They over there trying to be free themselves. The government took ours. So all the things that we learned in school was lies. Wake up. That's all I got to say. They're my 3 things for today.
There you have it, everybody. His 3 things for that day. Remember them. Write them down.
And don't fall for them again because they're going to do it again. Oh, it was Iran. Oh, it was whoever. They're going to blame everybody else, but it really be them. It's the government, y'all. Our government. The powers that be.
He said it again. Our government. So we gonna move on to this thing. We gonna introduce ourselves. Well, welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody.
You are tuned in to the Way Bigger Than Sports Show presented by Big Suge, Q-Mecca.
2 texts up. We in the building having real conversations. I'm gonna say the truth, y'all. So y'all might be mad at me, but y'all
tell the truth.
Should be happy.
This is entertainment, but we gonna tell you the truth at the same time.
Entertainment with truth in it, sort of like Dave Chappelle,
yeah,
or Bill Burr, like the comedians. The ones that's honest, the ones that tell the truth, not the ones that's not that.
And of course, anybody want to comment, got something to say, 702-551-5261. Give us your comments.
Let us know if you think the government make money or if you think another government dropped the bomb or something like that. Or even if you think your mama ain't your real mama. Come tell us about it. See how it made you feel. If she raised you, she's still your mama.
I hope that's not a thing. Or your dad.
If she raised you, she's still your mama no matter who has you.
Is Maury still doing free tests?
Who?
Maury.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't watch it no more. It's been a long time. Maury, shout out to Maury. I used to watch it when I was lower vibrate. Now I be trying to vibrate high.
He said lower vibrate. I like that.
Now I be trying to vibrate high. I try to watch something positive.
You riding high, y'all.
What up, boy? We in the building.
We're in the building, everybody. Way Bigger Than Sports Show where we talk about not sports, but real life.
Check our 2 previous shows out with Walter Williams, Dr. Walter Williams. He was dope, our first episode.
Yep.
And our last episode last week with Judge Courtney Ketter. That was dope. 2 dope black men giving out. And we had great conversations. It wasn't nothing phony or fake. It was real.
Yes.
Genuine. Shout out to you 2 brothers for joining us for those 2 weeks. We got more to come, y'all.
Yeah,
but today is him and I.
Go back and check them shows out. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, send it to them, share it. Still love y'all.
I love some of y'all. All of y'all, I don't know about all that.
I want to talk about this. I've been having a conversation about this all week.
You been arguing or you been having conversations?
I've been conversating. I don't argue no more.
I feel you.
The BAFTA thing with Lindo and Michael B. Jordan. Everybody got a different set of comments on that.
Everybody got feelings and opinions. What's yours?
It's Black History Month still.
Black History Month in the building.
And, people like you should talk about it. I'm like, okay, let's talk about it. I want to talk about it. People that don't know, I'm sure everybody does. The Tourette syndrome. Say it's uncontrollable about how you speak, what you say. The N-word was yelled out on a live broadcast that could have been deleted, but they decided to leave it in there. The BCC, BBC, whoever it is.
The white people.
Yeah, they left it in there. And it's an outrage, of course, from the African-American, from the black community. Everybody kind of saying like, I'm saying everybody. Some people are saying it was a setup. Some people are saying he couldn't control it. Some people are saying, oh, just let it go. Some people are saying it's a disease. I want to know where you stand, sir.
Who, me?
Yes, sir. Who you say who, me? Who else on here?
What I think about it is, this is what I think, black people. It's time for some hard truth.
Let's go.
We too sensitive. We too sensitive when it comes to either symbolic things or things that don't affect us uniting and building something. So we begin sensitive off work. We begin sensitive of white people doing things that I would consider not racism. Let me tell you the difference right now between racism and bigotry, racism and bigotry. Bigotry is calling a black person a nigger or a monkey or whatever. It don't affect your life. You still gonna go home, bang your wife, make your money, feed your kids. Racism is when they have a system that keeps you from being able to feed your kids or buy a house or work for a livelihood. That's the difference, y'all. We be getting hyped up off bigotry when we shouldn't. A poor white person calling us a nigger shouldn't affect us. We probably got more money and more resources than that person. But a person who might come off as our friend but has systems in place that hinder us, keep us from having upward trajectory in our finances, in our spirituality, in our homes, that's racism. That's devastating to all of us. A white person calling you the N-word is not devastating to you, but we be making it like it's devastating. That's my first thing. So we need to stop acting like the word is devastating us. We should focus more on building with each other and building something where we don't have to be in their spaces for them to say those things or do those things. That's my issue.
I agree with that.
We outrage too easy, especially in this era. It's the outrage era.
I think that's a part of the setup.
What you mean? Tell me more.
To be outraged.
I know, but why do you think they want us outraged? Or that's what is that?
To forget about the stuff that's going on out there.
The real stuff.
Epstein files.
Right, the real things.
Yes, the Epstein files, the Minnesota thing with the the Somalis, all of that.
Yeah, so I agree with you on that. I think I see where you point. I see where you're coming from. Like they trying to distract us from the real shit. That's a
argument that some black people have.
Right, and exactly. And I'm on the
deterrence.
I'm on the black people. Let me tell you what Maya Angelou told Dave Chappelle before she died. Rest in peace, Maya Angelou. Dave Chappelle was interviewing Maya Angelou. He said they killed Medgar, they killed Martin, they killed Malcolm, they killed a lot of people that was your friends. If I was you, I would be angry and upset and mad. And she said, I was mad, but I didn't want to take the anger and do something negative. I took the anger and did something to strategically to build and do something positive for our people. I think that we need to learn to do that more than just be outraged and then want to try to march and riot and then nothing be changed and then they do it again, or Gucci do it, or Louis Vuitton, or all these places that we big up, that all our rappers talk about, big up, do the same type of things.
I agree.
And we continue to support these people, but when we try to support ourselves, we don't do that. And that's that's unfortunate to me. What do you think about that?
That part you just said, or the whole thing?
The part I just said.
I'm agreeing with the part you just said. We definitely need to come together, but it's like we don't have those leaders anymore. Not mine, I'm going to say the culture's leader are celebrities now. They the one that are getting the quotes and getting advice and people listening to it. They're not our leaders. Like the Dick Gregory's and them guys like that, those were the leaders. But they killed off the ones, like you said, they killed MLK and they killed Malcolm X, right? They had a black man kill him. They shot Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., right?
Right.
When Farrakhan, when Malcolm X came back from Mecca, that's when he changed his stance.
Right.
We should come together, figure something out. Then they killed him. When he was a rebel, they didn't kill him.
Right. Because he was talking just only to black people.
Right.
When the truth of the same thing with Martin Luther King. The truth of the matter is, y'all, the powers that be don't care about poor, whites, Hispanics, Asians, or blacks. They care about the elites, and they try to keep the ones that I just named looking at each other as the problem. Like, I can't get nowhere because of black people. I can't get nowhere because of poor Hispanics. Or I can't get nowhere because of, and we don't understand that if we come together and stop agreeing to all of these things these systems that they got in place to keep us divided, then we can change the world. But we stuck on low vibration racism and hate. It ain't even racism. Low vibration bigotry and hatred.
You don't think it's systemic?
Racism is systemic in the corporate. When you go into corporate places and places like that, the redlining and things like that, that's systemic. But I'm talking about your neighbor that's white or your coworker that's white.
Yeah.
They in the same boat you in.
Yeah.
But they don't want to be. But the trick is they got all of us thinking that a lot of people think, I don't want to pay money to welfare so the welfare woman or men don't have to work and get food for free in the house. They think that's where the money going. And I just told you where the money was going, bro. It's going to Israel and Ukraine.
Right.
We think the welfare girl is messing up America, the poor people.
No.
Poor people don't run anything in any country, in any place. So when we looking at each other,
money.
exactly. So when we looking at each other as the enemy, we really continuing we continue the propaganda of we're different from each other. When the truth is, they're up there and they got puppet masters. They're the puppet masters. Yeah. The puppet is the government. They're the puppet masters, and we down here fighting and arguing with each other, keeping it chaotic so we could be distracted, like you said.
Exactly, be distracted. And look where we went with just this conversation. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like a lot of people don't go there. A lot of groups don't go that deep. They're just like, I said it myself on social media. We gonna argue about this for a week, and next week we gonna be talking about
something else.
Open up Epstein files.
Yeah, and I don't even think we did the right. We didn't have the right outrage for the fact that they redacted the pedophiles that was in the Epstein. They redacted the pedophiles and put out the victims' names, and everybody was cool with it. And then I just
backwards, man. It's backwards.
I be like, yo, what are we doing here in this era that we're in, where we have the most information available to us? We are the most ignorant, sensitive, emotional, something that ain't gonna resolve. Ain't gonna give you good results. We too emotional. We too ready to be outraged, and then we not ready to unite and strategize. Like Maya Angelou said, take that anger and fuel it towards something, building something, uniting, having a strategy to stop whatever is going on. We just be angry for
this
outrage.
Is the anger. Let me explain the anger. You know, people, they always got adjectives to it. Not mad at that. It's Black History Month. They know that over there in the UK.
Of course.
You get these two
black dudes on stage.
Two highly known black actors on stage. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden it comes out as an apology, I guess, hour later into the show. Mm-hmm. The two guys didn't get an apology, as aforementioned said that they didn't. Mm-hmm. But like I said, it's a couple ways about this. Just say they do take it out. Then we find out through other videos that it was said. Are we even matter at the BBC for taking it out, trying to cover it up?
I don't believe we are. We found out that they took out the Israel.
Would be. They just never thought about that.
Some people would be, but I think we need to start.
You didn't want to show the real.
Right.
So you cut it out.
But you see how you can never be happy, make nobody happy?
That's the point I'm trying to make. That's exactly the point I'm trying to make.
You leave it in mad. You leave, take it out, they mad.
You take it out, you matter because you made a choice. We don't want nobody mad. But then some other videos with somebody's phone, a couple other people that's there, then they get out. Oh, they cut it out. Now you mad because you took it out. Now you mad because you left it in there. Now you mad because you think it was set up. That's all the arguments that's out there.
It's all outrage.
Take us off what's going on right now. No Epstein files.
True. And that happened in Europe. We don't care nothing about Baptists. There ain't nobody even heard no.
I don't think we going no more now. Like, we probably should support them no more. How about that? I mean,
if you feel a certain way, I agree.
I think they're still gonna go. Those people that was over there, they still gonna go to Americans.
Yeah, that's the problem. The black ones shouldn't go.
They're gonna go.
Why?
Because they're in the system. If you don't go, it's a bad look on you. You already. So how they say when you in somebody else's field, you got to do better than them all the time. You can't slack not once.
Yes.
So if you don't show up like Kanye West, get blackballed.
Yeah, I agree.
Do I want to put all my hard work standing for something that ain't nobody else standing with me with?
That's the question. That's the $1 million question.
Or do I keep how they say feed my family? Because what comes first? The fam or righteousness? Which one?
For most people, with the exception of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, the ones that died for liberation of black people, your livelihood, your family comes first. Yeah. Most people ain't gonna stand for nothing. They did that with the Kaepernick thing.
Right.
It was some people's like, oh, I agreed with him, but I gotta feed my family. So, but now I gotta ask you a question.
No.
That mentality, are we ever gonna have change in anything?
Of course not.
So
you passing that down to generations.
So the reason why I'm gonna say I respect Martin Luther King and Malcolm X is because they said they were real stand-up men. They said my family ain't more important than liberation of black people because they got to live in a world that ain't liberated.
Right.
So I'm willing to sacrifice them and their time to liberate all of us. Most people ain't got them type of kahunas.
Yeah.
They ain't got that type of that wherewithal, knowledge of self, genuineness in them. So they're just gonna go with who pays me.
Right. And this is why I keep saying I'm mad at Snoop.
I ain't mad at you no more.
This is why I'm mad at
I used
Snoop.
to be mad at you. Now I feel you.
Thank you. You're a BAN. I said it.
Snoop is
You a
looking.
BAN.
Snoop is looking.
Look what he's
suspicious.
doing now. Because this is the thing about why I said that. He's a public figure.
Right.
A high public figure.
Right.
When nobody had more fun than Snoop, but probably Shaq. That was black.
Right. He the most well known.
When he put that video out and then he went and did that DJ thing, I ain't even mad at Nelly or even Soulja Boy. I'm mad at him. If you hadn't did that video, I wouldn't have said nothing. You did the video. Then you took your stupid ass over there and you did it. You DJ for him after you said that?
I feel you. Now let me ask you a question. Because I understand where you're coming from.
Go ahead.
But this is the question to everybody. Can you feel one way and then feel another way later with more information or more money sent your way or whatever? Or hold on, let me ask it a different way. If you got a big goal in mind and the only way you can accomplish that goal is by doing something that maybe you've done, what choice are you going to make to accomplish the goal that you think is more important or not, or the goal that's not more important? So if they say Snoop had something that he needed big done for black people, but the only way Trump was going to allow it or get him with the right people to do it was by doing this.
Okay.
Which one would you do?
What's the outcome?
I don't know.
Has he done it?
We don't know, but we don't know what he had done or what he was trying to accomplish, what he was trying to get. But the question is a personal one more. Would you do this to get to the bigger goal or would you not? That's the question.
In his situation.
In whatever, just
saying I said that, but then I swapped.
And now you swap because you got something that's more important.
Okay,
that you need done.
He never gave a reason why
he did it.
Decided to change his mind.
Yeah, that's true.
He never gave a reason why.
He didn't.
If you had to get a reason why,
then
you just got to live with it.
All right, I ain't mad at that. I agree with you.
I went
if
for the
he'd
money.
said,
What you
look,
think?
Or if he said, look, I had a bigger thing in plan for us to do something, but maybe you can't say that.
Maybe you can't say that either. I did this for this reason, blah, 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 blah. You don't like me, you don't like me.
Yeah, I agree
you
with
said
you.
it. But you didn't say nothing. But what you're doing after that, what you're doing to your own family with those masters and stuff?
And the people that you call family. I agree with you. And I agree with your statement. Hey, say it. Own it. Don't act like, don't ignore it when you call it to the carpet, because when you called it to the carpet, people was riding with you. Then now you did that and people like, yo, what you doing? You called it to the carpet. Now you ain't say nothing. So
Absolutely.
I agree with you.
So, and because he's a public figure, especially a big West Coast one, people think that's cool to do.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So
I'm talking about the influence.
I see your point. You more like, if he do this sucker stuff and people
look up to Snoop,
okay, because he did it,
yes,
then people gonna think sucker is cool to do. I agree with you on that, 100%. I agree with you on that when it comes to any and everybody, Snoop and whoever else.
He's the only one that didn't say nothing.
You do
Nelly
something,
said something. My bad. Nelly said something. I ain't mad at Nelly.
Right, because Nelly didn't come out and say,
right.
Yeah.
You went and go get that money. He said I went to go get that money. Soulja Boy said the same thing. I'm going to get that $25K.
Right.
Bet. Snoop didn't say nothing. Remember I said Snoop is a new plant. Remember I kept telling you that?
Yeah.
Because he's everywhere.
Yeah.
And he is Snoop. He ain't acting nothing. He is Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
everywhere
he coming
go.
as Snoop. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Everybody not Snoop, but they gonna listen to what he says and what he does and follow that.
Yeah, a lot of people look up to him and think that whatever moves he make is justified, or like you said, to rationalize it because he did it. Because I don't like, and I agree with you on that, because I believe principle should override all of the other things. So I agree with you. I changed my mind. I agree with you on Snoop. Snoop looking very suspicious in the light, and the thing he did with Dad,
I'm very influential. Everybody, listen to me.
And we gotta stop. Hey, if I'm being honest, this correlates to that Snoop and beyond. We, the people, need to stop putting entertainers, that means rappers, movie stars, all of it, characters, on pedestals. They're human and they do things for money.
Streamers.
They do things for money, y'all. If you see Snoop in a Corona commercial, that don't mean Snoop really drink Corona. He said he don't drink it. but he getting paid to do it.
He said he
so
don't
when
drink
you
it.
see an actor or a comedian or a rapper or somebody do something on TV, don't think just they doing it. No, they're getting paid to do it. So most likely they're getting paid to do all the things that they do and say. Snoop got paid to do the Trump thing, and he did it.
He said he got $1 million for it.
Right. You know, like
Who turned down $1 million?
I mean, I agree. One more thing, guys. This
DJ?
show is powered by Hot 702.5 FM and Revive Tea and Mocktail Lounge. This is the mocktails that we drinking right now. Toast to saying fuck Snoop.
You heard what he said.
Come support Boss Lady.
This is non-alcoholic, by the way, so we not get drunk on set today.
But if we do get drunk, Boss Lady spiked it. She spiked the mocktail.
I'm going to see how they act.
All right, so now we got that out the way. We're going to get into this
We going to finish our Black History Month.
history on... listen, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. For all y'all that's born and raised here. I did the research. I couldn't find nothing, not one thing on North Las Vegas history.
None.
That mean y'all trash. But
None.
I got a lot of West Side history.
Who is y'all historian?
Right. I got a lot of West Side history. I got so much. I got stuff I didn't. I'm learning.
You got personal knowledge, or you just found some stuff out also doing research?
I had some personal knowledge that was connected to the things that I found out that I wasn't aware of because I wasn't around.
Okay.
So, like the first black school on the West Side was the West Side School.
Yeah.
My daddy told me he went there, right? And my daddy's like, I went to West Side School until it closed down. Then they made Kit Carson elementary. People who my age, a little bit older, a little bit younger, know that weren't any elementary schools on the West Side for years until maybe H.P. Fitzgerald came in like 2000 and something. So we all had to. I went to school bused from.
You had to be bused. You saying?
I had to be bused from Lake Mead and Lake Mead and Martin Luther King area, all the way to Hacienda and Pecos. That was where my elementary school was at, y'all. All the way. That was in
Like
80.
And McLeod?
Over there by that, behind that big Walmart,
Yeah.
He's over there, yeah.
Man.
That was 84, 5, 6. Like, I went to those schools. So the West Side School was a school, and it's still the oldest school structure. It's not a school anymore. It was, let me tell y'all when it was, let me give y'all some facts on this, because this was interesting to me. I said, Dad, you went to the West Side School? You went to school with all black people and black teachers? He was like, yeah. I said, I didn't even think that was heard of in the city.
That's crazy.
Because when they had passed laws, guys. They passed laws to integrate schools because schools were segregated. Las Vegas, look, a lot of people tell y'all, you from the South, a lot of people will tell you that the North, people from the South, the North, which is New York and Chicago and all this, and the West, which is California and Las Vegas, was not racist. But they wasn't telling the truth. Las Vegas was found on some racist things, y'all. Let me give y'all some history that I did not know. On some real. I learned why so many churches on the West Side.
Right.
I learned a lot. And shout out to my grandma church. My grandma went to Zion Methodist. I learned that in 1917. All right, so let me go back. 1911, Walter Bracken, who was the overseer of the town's development, he told all the black people, if you are going to put a church on the lot, then he will give you the lot for free. So that's why the West Side got so many churches in that area. But before that, black people stayed downtown with the white people. The city, Las Vegas, told the black people, you got to move to the west side of the city. And at that time, it was a railroad and a cement wall that divided the west side and the east side. And they told them, if you don't move to the west side of the city, we're not going to renew your businesses. So the black people had to move to the west side of the city.
Wow.
That was segregation. They had a big wall in the railroad blocking each side. They didn't want the blacks and the whites to bingo. That was in.
Check this out.
What up?
Being from the South, right, and going through that, it's
Right.
like you don't think, even from going to school or just the history, you don't think that people from the West is going through that.
Exactly. You don't think the West people.
So the people that left and went out there, we're not thinking they're going through that.
Exactly. You thinking they out there with the good whites.
They out there because they come back saying they balling.
Yeah.
They coming back saying they balling. It's like this out here, man, LA, this is that. I'm about to get in movies, da da da. They ain't saying they getting beat. They ain't saying the Klan out there.
Right.
They ain't saying they can barely work or they stacked up in tents because they can't get no crib. They're not saying that. But that's what they was going through.
Exactly.
But they were coming back saying, oh, Cali lit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they were saying.
So and we think that, oh, they went north and they went west to find no racism. That's not true, y'all. 1923, Las Vegas first grammar school, which is called the Historic West Side School, land is donated. The first blacks started that school first African-American children began attending what is known now as the Historic West Side School as racially integrated classes. So in 1926, black people started going to the West Side School. 1926.
Yeah, that's an upgrade.
Yeah, exactly.
South.
In 1929, the city of Las Vegas asked African Americans to move out of the downtown into the west side to make way for population growth and bring more businesses downtown. So they told black people, y'all leave so we could bring more business down here and for the growth. They said for the growth. African Americans were told the city will not renew their business license if they do not move. As African Americans moved to west, whites moved eastward, solidifying a racial divide. That was 1929, y'all. My grandma wasn't even born yet.
My grandma was just born.
In 1930, African Americans began purchasing land on the west side to start their own businesses. This is what I be meaning when I try. This is what I be meaning when I
didn't know that.
Exactly, me neither. But this is what I be meaning when I try to tell y'all we had it better when we had to rely on each other and had our own. When we thought white people's ice was colder, that's when we became like them in some senses. That we thought we was better than everybody else. So in 1930, the black people started buying their own businesses on the west side. And let me give y'all a story about that because I got one. I got some things that y'all didn't know, and I didn't know about Las Vegas, y'all. It's crazy that I learned this too. I was like, what? All right, so and it used to call the train, the railroads, and the wall that they put up the concrete or the cement curtains. It refers to the barrier that was separated the white and the black communities, the west side from downtown and the strip. The barrier was established by the railroad and was a significant part of the segregation that existed in the city. The west side was also referred to as the Mississippi of the West due to the rigid segregation in the 1940s and 50s. Though Las Vegas has long been known for a hub for world-class entertainment, decadent dining, and glorious gambling, these pleasures haven't always been afforded to all. And for many years, black community was excluded from participating on the strip. You can work there. You can do nothing on the strip, and you couldn't work downtown. They kept you from there. So black people, like we always been, we are a brilliant people. So we invented what they called the black strip on Jackson Avenue, west side of Las Vegas. Everybody who from here know where Jackson is. It became known as the Black Strip from the 1940s to the 1960s. The core of Las Vegas black community lived and worked on West Las Vegas or the west side, a 3.5 square mile neighborhood located northwest of the Las Vegas Strip and the Spaghetti Bowl interchange of I-15. It's separated by Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and the West Lake Mead Boulevard to the north. This was the result of a 1943 move made by the mayor at the time, Ernie Cragen, who legislated segregation by refusing to renew business license. So,
That's terrible.
It's terrible. While Craig's intention was to regulate black people out of sight, they didn't want black people on the strip or the downtown to keep white people to coming. They opened up stores, shops, and restaurants along Jackson Avenue, attracting black professionals who bought and built their own homes in the area. Jackson Avenue flourished and became the center of commerce for entertainment for black vegans. Teens relaxed at Johnson's Malt Shop. I ain't never heard of it, y'all. Johnson's Malt Shop. But hey, and Sammy Lee's Pool Hall. Residents who crowded the Cotton Club, the Cotton Bowl Club in the corner of Jackson Ave and East Street to watch performers like Rudy Ray Moore. Y'all go look up who Rudy Ray Moore is. And black-owned clubs like Brown Derby and the Ebony Club. Hey, that sounds like it was lit. Were the hot spots. Entertainers and celebrities like Cab Calloway, Nat King Cole, Chubby Checker, and Sam Liston would perform in the casino, but had to head to the Black Strip to gamble and enjoy festivities. So they performed for the white people, but they couldn't be around. They would be performers. Sort of like how Snoop is. Sort of like how Snoop is today in person.
So they could perform on the strip, but they couldn't live there.
They couldn't live there. They couldn't room there. They had to go back to that's where Cadillac Arms. That's where Sammy Davis used to have to stay. Yeah. So Sammy Davis would come out here and perform with the Rat Pack, and then all the other Rat Pack could stay on the strip. He had to come back to Cadillac Arms. Yes.
Wow.
So,
what is Cadillac Arms?
Cadillac Arms is a neighborhood on the west side that it was like duplexes, maybe four. I think it was four apartment homes where
fourplex.
Yeah. And where you would have to come if you was black and you had to stay on the west side of town. So Sammy had to stay there, but some of it's some good whites, y'all, like what was his boy name? Sinatra used to come stay with him and come to the black clubs and chill and be with the people. He didn't let Sammy had to do that on his own. So we built the Moulin Rouge in 1955.
Yeah,
a black woman was let me get her name. Hold on, because it was a black woman was the first woman. Her name is Ella Fitzgerald. Oh no, black first woman with the license. She bought the Moulin Rouge and it was built in 1955. But it was only open for 6 months. But it was the first desegregated casino in the city.
Integrated, right?
Yeah, integrated. So blacks and whites,
everybody can go there.
Exactly. Yeah, everybody could go there, and people came there. Ella Fitzgerald, Tallulah Bankhead, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, all of them came. Martin Scorsese mobster movie Casino was located from that Moulin Rouge, which if you're from here, you know it's on Bonanza Road.
Yeah,
right next to it's close to the UPS building over there. Y'all go down Bonanza, it's right down left. You see
it was still a little club when I got here.
Maybe
it was
because what happened was it was supposed to be a black historic building, right? Well, they made it one.
Yeah,
but. Let me find her name. Hold on.
They knocked it down?
I got her name. Well, but it's a story on why. It's a story on why they knocked it down and all the things that they did, which is crazy. You be like, yo, this is what they did? All right, so listen. So, I'm going to tell you exactly when it was 1960. Hold on. 1960. Let me find it. Hold on, because it was. I got so much stuff here. It was crazy what was going on back in the world.
The Moulin Rouge, right?
All right, so her name, 1990. Her name was Sarah Ann Knight Preddy. In 1950, the first black woman in Nevada to hold a full gaming license buys the Moulin Rouge with her husband, Joe Preddy. This was 1990. They're unable to secure the financing required to renovate the hotel and eventually forced to sell it to a developer. Right, this was after it was considered a black historic building, so you can't tear it down. When it's a black historic, you can't tear it down. Yeah. That's the reason why we established that. But throughout the years,
it ain't there.
The reason why it ain't there is because a fire was set. 2 fires was set. One was set to it.
Really?
Yes. And it was sold to a developer. You can remember, the developer name was like the Moulin Rouge Development Company. They sold it to them. A fire was set. One, they still left it there. Another fire was set. Then they tried to get the money to re-innovate it, and they said that the structure was too dangerous to re-innovate. So guess what they did? They voted to demolish it. So it never got back up and running after all the time and money that was spent trying to do it. That's what happens when people who are evil don't want you to survive. Y'all don't want you to.
You can see it from the highway when you was on the highway. And I think it was a thing for some people. That's probably why I got burned down. Because why you burn it down?
I think they paid to burn it down themselves.
Yeah.
I think the people who owned it, the Moulin Rouge Development Association, paid people to burn it down themselves, which is crazy. But that's what goes on in this world, y'all. That's what goes on. 1955, it was only open for 6 months, and then they burned it down.
But they got a name in those 6 months, huh?
Yes, sir.
Because everybody still talking about it. But
all right, so
it's gone, man. That's crazy.
And I remember when they burnt a couple times, I was like, dang, who would do that? You think, because it wasn't operational, so it wasn't like a gas leak. Somebody went and burnt it.
Right.
It was crazy. And then,
they get rid of the history.
But back then, I didn't know these backstories. See, we don't know the backstory of things. We just think, somebody set a fire. But when we find out, she bought it and she didn't get the money to renovate it, so she sold it, and then she told the company was supposed to renovate it, but they burned it.
Yeah.
And then they wanted to build.
Hold up. They were saying the Moulin Rouge was the first to afford African Americans to work there as dealers, cocktail service, bartender, security guard, and manager. The first casino was the Moulin Rouge to do that. Yeah, and they called that the front face, where you see the black people, y'all. You can work if you worked in the Strip. If you was lucky enough to work there, you had to work doing dishes. They don't burn down history again. Y'all just keep letting them burn down history.
They made a lot. Let me tell y'all something, because this is not too long ago. This is the 70s, when my early 70s, when you was born, and my older cousins, what they was doing in the 70s in Las Vegas.
Right.
So like I told you, my daddy went to the West Side School. It went out of business of school in 1967. So then he had to go to Kit Carson, which they made an elementary school. But they passed the law back.
Integrated?
Nope.
Desegregated still?
Yep, it was still desegregated.
What year was this?
This was 1968.
Okay.
1968. I think my daddy was 10 in 1968. So what they did was make a law in 1972. Is it 72? Oh, one more nugget for y'all. Now the West Side Historic School is where KCEP 88.1 is. It's a historic building, and that's why they can't turn
that's
it.
Where
They renovated. That's where KCEP 88.1 is. That's the school.
Shout out,
just to let y'all know. KCEP came in 1972, and it was in the Nucleus Plaza. For y'all from here, y'all know where the Nucleus Plaza at. It's where the welfare office at, where Big 8 used to be. All right, so that's when, and then it moved in 1980 to the historic West Side School. That's where KCP is at now. So in 1972 is when Clark County School District developed a mandatory desegregation plan, the 6th grade center plan of integration. For those of y'all who from here who always wonder why we got a bunch of 6th grade centers, Joe Mackey, Matt Kelly, all the what else? Kit Carson.
Just one grade?
One grade, just 6th grade. This is why. The 6th grade center plan of integration is adopted by the Clark County School District. White children were bused to African American schools on the west side only for the 6th grade. So they bused the white kids in the 6th grade from wherever they at to the east side to Kit Carson, Matt Kelly, to the black schools, and then African American schools on the west side for 6th grade. So that's what they only went to 6th grade because we didn't have too many other schools there. And the black African American children were bused to white schools for 11 grades out of 12. So me. I'm gonna use me because I'm in this era. I went to school from the west side all the way where I told you, Hacienda and Pecos. For 1st through 5th, then 6th I went to school. I went to Joe Mackey, which is where Boss Lady from, but she from the French part. I don't know.
French?
I didn't see her out there.
That's the nice side?
Yeah, the French side of the States.
The non-violent side?
Yeah, she from the French side of the States. I went to Joe Mackey for 6th grade, and then 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, back to the back to the far from back to the far for me. So I was part of. I always wondered why we got so many 6th grade seniors and no junior high, no elementary, junior high, or high schools on the west side. We didn't have none when I was born. Yeah. My daddy went to the last ones that was there, or the last elementary school and junior high school. But so that's what happened in 1972. And that's why we have so many 6th grade seniors, y'all. We got so many 6th grade seniors on the west side because that's what they did. They didn't put no schools. They just made the white kids come 1 year to 6th grade, bust them. And you know a bunch of the white people didn't send their kids. They're like, oh, no, Johnny's not coming. But 1992.
How about I say, what about the riots?
Oh,
did y'all act up for Rodney King?
We acted up.
Y'all did?
I remember. I was 13, 14 years old. Hey, it was 1992, April 30th.
Oh, that was 92.
Yeah, April 30th, the west side of Las Vegas riots. I didn't like us acting up with our own. They burnt Big 8 down, y'all. Hey, Big 8.
What is Big 8?
Big 8, for y'all who ain't from Vegas, first it was the only black grocery store on the west side.
Oh.
Big 8, right?
So y'all had a black grocery store?
Yeah. My uncle worked there. My grandma worked there. My daddy.
They burned it out.
They burned it in 92. My grandma worked there. If y'all been to Big 8, y'all see my grandma.
That is their thing all over the country. They just burn down stuff.
Yeah, that's the way they do. They burnt what they burnt. They burnt Black Wall Street down.
Yeah.
That's what they do. That's why I'm saying.
It's documented that they burnt that one. They burnt other ones.
Exactly.
There were other Black Wall Streets, y'all.
Exactly.
But they just don't talk about them.
They don't talk about. They don't give us the real history. So the truth of the matter.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they burnt Big 8 down. My grandma didn't have no job no more. And everybody who, if you was around old enough, you know my grandma. She had the silver hair. She was the nicest lady ever, and she was the cashier at Big 8. My uncle was the butcher. Shout out to my uncle.
Free meat.
So they burnt that down, and we had riots on our own. The problem with us is we did it to our own
neighborhood, of course.
How we burn our own grocery store down, the only one? That don't even make sense. But
now you got to go to the other grocery store.
Right. Now we got to go to North Las Vegas, which y'all knew. I don't know what North Las Vegas, I don't know what y'all on. But listen, then we had to go to North Las Vegas to go down there. And that's what happened. And then in 93, the 72 6th grade center plan of integration ends. So that's when they built. So they stopped. They said, okay, we ain't sending y'all over here no more. And then they built some black. My sister Kaija, she went to H.B. Fitzgerald and West. The two first. Well, since my daddy was over a little kid, H.B. Fitzgerald was an elementary school, and West was a junior high school. The first two in a long, long time since the 60s. They put some black kids went to the black schools.
Yeah,
on their side of town. My younger sister was fortunate enough to do that because she was born in like the late 80s.
What year was that when they put that barrier up by F Street?
Oh,
remember that?
Yeah, they put a barrier up. They sure did put a barrier up.
Basically blocked out the west side again.
They did the same thing they did earlier. And then people protested, they had to bring it back down.
About 5 years.
Yeah, it's crazy the things that go on in the country, y'all, or in the world, or in our city.
You know, from the South, somebody like that thinking that you're not going through the same thing we're going through. But y'all don't talk about it either.
That's the problem. We don't know our history like we should. They give us their history, y'all. I don't know what's going on.
She's like their history.
They give us his story.
You should have known alcoholic.
They give us his story, and I don't like it.
1
minute. Oh man. So I still got more. We might have to get. I'm gonna find some Northtown historic for y'all. I couldn't find it. I think
just what you told me
y'all got
was crazy.
Hamburger Hut. Hey, Y'all got hamburger.
It was a black grocery store here, and they burned it down. The black people burned it down.
We burnt our own thing. Hey, it was a little store across from Big A called Thor's. Everybody who from here know Thor's. He was on top of his roof with a gun, saying, "Don't come over here." He'll stay. They didn't burn his down
Because he had a gun. He protected it.
He protected it. But why he had to protect it from his own people? We know you. Our families grew up all with it's crazy. But hey, that's some West Side history facts for y'all. I got more. I'm gonna come with some Northtown ones because I got Northtown homeboys, but y'all harder to find.
And it's not Black History Month, it is Black History.
I'm gonna give y'all one Black history for Northtown. The judge we had on, Judge Courtney Ketter, was the first black judge, black male judge, elected to that position.
Yes.
And then it was a woman, boss lady. What's the woman's name? Belinda? Judge Belinda Harris was the first black person, woman or man. It's only women or men, y'all. But shout out to them too. Other than that, y'all got Hamburger Hut.
Hamburger Hut. Hey, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Way Bigger Than Sports Show, where we talk about real life and not sports. I am Big Suge, a.k.a. Suge Doja the Great, a.k.a. make sure you tell your friends about me with my bro host.
Q-Mecca, 2 texts up. You know, Tragic gonna hold you down. We out of here. And remember, Revive, Hot 702. Come get your mocktails and your boss lady gonna be serving. She got on an apron or something.
Cocktail, mocktail, shocktail. Revive Lounge.
Salute to y'all. Only thing we need more of is more love. Peace.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. High 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest.